ओम यदविद्या विलासेन भूतभौतिकसृष्टयः तन्नौमि परमात्मानं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिलिंग वाक्य प्रकरण स्थान समाख्यानां समवाये पारदौर्बल्यम अर्थ विप्रकर्षात्. What is the purpose of this Jaimini Sutra? That when I want to decide which karma will have which karma sheshi, shesha sheshi sambandha, or you use the word anga for some angi, then this sutra will decide how to find the angi. If there is a shruti also and there is a prakarana also, shruti will decide what is the karma sheshi. If prakarana is there and vakya is there, vakya will decide what is the prakarana sheshi. So for that they have given different examples in Mimamsa. So, and this, what is the sheshi, about that there is akanksha. So our topic in Vedanta Paribhasha is for akanksha. How this akanksha sambandha is there with this Shruti-linga Vakya Prakarana Sthana Samakhya, that Jaimini Sutra. Akanksha is what is there in my mind, that if I hear some karma, I will have akanksha. Okay, this should be done with what? This karma should be performed with which dravya, or dravya is given, who is the devata. Like that, whenever I have akanksha, that akanksha purti should happen using this Jaimini Sutra. Shruti Linga Vakya Prakarana Sthana Samakhyanam. When any one of these, there is samavaya, at any point, more than one thing is available, then that which is para will have daurbalyam. Para means that which is later is weaker. Why? Because for that I will have to do anumanam of some shruti. Because pramana is always shruti. So some shruti will be there somewhere based on which now there is a vakya or linga or prakarana or sthanam, etc. Keeping this in mind, now you see page number 110. Fourth line onwards, you see, I will just quickly go over what we have already done, so that at least you have some revision. Tatra nirapeksho ravaha shruti. Shruti is nirapeksha shabdaha. Drashtanta is yatha vrihin avahanti iti yatra kriya phala bhagitvam karmatvam bodhayanti dvitiya shruti nirapeksha eva vrihinam avaghata sheshatvam pratipadayati. The nirapeksha shruti shabda, what does it do? Avaghata sheshatvam vrihinam. Vrihinam avaghata sheshatvam pratipadayati. So the Shruti, when you hear avahanti, avahananam means pounding. Avahananam of what? This is the akanksha. So immediately in that Shruti itself, it is available Vrihin, which is in the Dvitiya. Dvitiya is karma. So avahanana kriya will have Vrihi, which is in Dvitiya, as its kriya phalabhagi. This is the karma sheshatva. One is over. Second, Artha Vishesha Prakashana Samarthyam Lingam. What is Lingam? Artha Vishesha Prakashana Samarthyam. Here the Drishtanta is given. Yatha Barhi Devasadanam Dami. Dami, Dap Dhatu is there. Chedane. So to cut. Dami is for cutting. Lavana. Dami ityasya mantrasya lavanartha prakash. Not to give, but to cut. So lavana means to cut, but to cut means like the plant, etc. or a branch. Lavanartha prakashakataya barhi lavane viniyogaha. So here devasadanam dami. Lavanam is there. Barhir lavane viniyogaha. So there is a lingam. What is the lingam? Artha Vishesha Lavanartha Prakashanam is for Barhi. Barhi is what is used for Lavana. That is the lingam. This is second one. So again here also Viniyoga of Barhi is for Lavanam. Lavana is the Kriya and Barhi's Viniyoga is there for that. Then Paraspara Akanksha Vashat Kvachid Ekasmin Arthe Paryavasitani Padani Vakyam. For some Akanksha, Kvachid Akanksha, Paraspara Akanksha is there between two things. Paryavasitani Padani Vakyam. Here Drishtanta is given. Yatha Devasya Tva Savitu Prasave Ashvinor Bahubhyam Pushno Hastabhyam. Up to this Vakya is there in Mantra Bhaga. Then Agnaye Jushtam Nirvapami. This is Brahmana Bhaga. See Tippani number 1. Hastabhyam Ityanto Yajusha Mantra. Up to Hastabhyam. Pushno Hastabhyam. Up to that is Yajurveda Mantra. Agnaye Jushtam Nirvapami is Brahmana Vakya. So what is given in Mantra Bhaga is usually for Stuti. Mantra Bhaga is Stuti Paraka. Brahmana Bhaga of Veda is Karma Paraka. Yagadi. You have to do something. So now, when there is portion of mantra, where only Stuti is there is no Viniyoga with Karma. So if you just hear this much, Devasya Tva Savituhu Prasave Ashvinor Bahubhyam Pushno Hastabhyam. Devasya means of that Devata. Which Devata? Savituhu. The one who is the creator of this universe. Tva means Tvam. Prasave. Prasava means Utpatti. Ashvinoho Bahubhyam Pushno Hastabhyam. Only this much mantra is given. Ashwini Kumara with their Bahu, Pushan, Pushnaha, some Devata with their hands. But which karma viniyoga, that is not known. So then Agnaye Jushtam Nirvapami, this Brahmana Bhaga is what is going to tell. So the Vakya, this is the Vakya. Vakya of Brahmana will have Viniyoga with the mantra bhaga. That is given. Iti atra lingena nirvape viniyujyamanasya समवेत अर्थ भागस्य एक वाक्य बलेन देवस्य त्वा इत्यादि भागस्य विनियोग. निर्वापे विनियुज्यमानस्य लिंगेन. निर्वाप means to sacrifice or to offer. विनियुज्यमानस्य समवेत अर्थ भागस्य एक वाक्यता. They will have एक वाक्यता. That is in टिप्पणी you see. अनयोर मंत्र ब्राह्मणयोः परस्पर आकांक्षावशात् एकस्मिन् निर्वाप रूपे अर्थे पर्यवसित पदवत्वं वाक्यत्वम्. अनयोः between these two, mantra and brahmana bhaga. Mantra brahmanayoः परस्पर आकांक्षा is there. They will mutually fulfill each other's need. एकस्मिन् निर्वाप रूपे अर्थे. In brahmana निर्वाप is given. अग्नये जुष्टम निर्वपामि. पर्यवसित पदवत्वम वाक्यत्वम. So that will become वाक्य for what? तथा च वाक्य प्रमाणेन देवस्य त्वा इत्यादेर मंत्रस्य निर्वापे विनियोग. On the strength of वाक्य प्रमाण देवस्य त्वा, this mantra, its viniyoga will happen also in nirvapa. Nirvapa means this offering, this sacrifice, tyaga. In other words, some stuti is there and some karma is there, but their sambandha is given through the karma which is given in the Brahmana bhaga. Ityadi bhagasya viniyoga. Is that clear?
Yes.
Labdha vakya bhavana. Now next is prakarana. Labdha vakya bhavanam padanam कार्यांतरापेक्षया वाक्यांतरेण संबंधे आकांक्षा पर्यवसन्नम प्रकरणम. लब्ध वाक्य भावानां पदा. So लब्ध वाक्य भाव, these padas which have attained वाक्य भाव, कार्यांतर अपेक्षया वाक्यांतरेण संबंधे, when they have sambandha with another vakya, so then there will be akanksha. Akanksha paryavasannam prakaranam. Yatha samido yajati इत्यादेर दर्शपूर्ण मास कथनम भावाकांक्षायाम पठनात् शेषत्वम. समिदो यजति, ईडो यजति इत्यादि when they say, so दर्शपूर्ण मास कथनम भाव आकांक्षायाम. When दर्शपूर्ण मास कथनम is done,
Katham is there, Swamiji.
let me, I all thought something is not right there. पठनात् कथम भावाकांक्षा. यथा समिधो यजति इत्यादेर दर्शपूर्ण मास कथम भावाकांक्षायाम. What is given? Kathanam, kathanam nahi, katham bhava. Nakar is not there. Katham, how to do, that is the akanksha. Katham bhavakankszayam pathanat sheshatvam. So its pathanam happens in that prakarana. In other words, in Darshapurna Masa itself, in that prakarana, details are given. How to do? So samidho yajati. Darsha Purnamasa katham bhava. How Darsha Purnamasa should be done? So samidho yajati, ido yajati, whatever is given there, in that prakaran itself you will find. And you know, Darsha Purnamasa is Prakriti Yaga. So all the steps, all the angas are given in that Prakriti Yaga. Kramaha sthanam anekasya amnatasya sannidhi visheshamnatam yatha dabdhirasi iti yatra आग्नेय अग्निशोमीय उपांशु यागाः क्रमेण ब्राह्मणे विहिता मंत्र भागे अपि क्रमेण मंत्रत्रयं पठितम् तत्र आग्नेय अग्निशोमीययोर् लिंगेनैव द्वयोर् विनियोग सिद्धिः क्रमः. So the next one is क्रमः. For क्रमः, what is given there? आम्नात mna dhatu. Mna dhatu is for abhyasa. Mna dhatu is any other. Mna abhyase. Sthanam anekasya amnatasya. When many things are repeated or given, sannidhi vishesha amnata. When so many things are presented, then sannidhi vishesha amnata is where there is viniyoga siddhi. Dashtanta is given yatha dabdhirasi. Dabdhirasi, so the mantra is like this. Dabdhiras, this is for Indra. Indra, you are dabdhihi. Dabdhi means you oppress people. Adabdho bhuyasam. But I am not going to get pressed by you. I am not going to get oppressed by you. You are the oppressor or suppressor. I am not that. I will not get pressed by you. Then amum dabheya. You oppress somebody else. Means you oppress durguna in me or my ahankara, ityadi, ityadi. That is the mantra. Iti atra agneya, agnishomeya, upanshu yagaha. So all these yagas that come, that are in that sannidhi vishesha. So their varnanam happens in Brahmana Bhaga. And in Mantra Bhaga also, these mantras are given. Agneya and Agnishomiya, so their Viniyoga, see what is given. Agneya, Agnishomiya Yoho. Of these, out of the three, the two, Lingenaiva Dvayor Viniyoga Siddhi. They are, Linga is there. What is the Linga? Their names are same. In Brahmana, Agneya, Agnishomeya, Upanshu, three are given. In Mantra, three are given. Of them, Agneya and Agnishomeya names are same. So you know their Viniyoga is there. Means these mantras in the Mantra Bhaga, have to be employed for the karma which is given in Brahmana Bhaga, where they have same names. So their Viniyoga is straightforward. Dabdhirasi iti atra tu na lingadi viniyojakam asti. In this Dabdhirasi, lingadi are not viniyojakam. Kintu yasmin pradeshe brahmane upamshu yaga vidhanam तस्मिन्नेव प्रदेशे मंत्रे अपि अस्य पाठ इति क्रमात् उपांशु यागानुमंत्र उपांशु याग अनुमंत्रणे अस्य विनियोगः. So yasmin pradeshe brahmane upanshu yaga vidhanam, there where upanshu yaga vidhanam is done, tasminneva pradeshe, in mantra bhaga also, mantre api asya patha iti kramat upanshu yaga anumantrane asya viniyogah. So its viniyoga will happen there where in the brahmana, where the mantras are given, the names are given of this vidhanam, upanshu yaga vidhanam is done. There itself, in mantra bhaga also, their patha is there. So what they are trying to show is, in the sthanam, in that place where the Agneya, Agnishomiya, Upanshu Yaga, they are given in Brahmana Bhaga of the Veda. In Mantra Bhaga also they are presented. And the linga of the Shruti or Shruti directly is not Viniyojaka Pramana, but here, there where Sthanam is given. So sthanam means where aneka pathita padartha sannidhi is there. There itself the upanshu yaga anumantranam is done. That's why he says yasmin pradeshe brahmane upanshu yaga vidhanam. There where upanshu yaga vidhanam is done in brahmana bhaga of the Veda. There itself mantre api tasminneva pradeshe mantre api asya patha. So, and therefore, so in Veda Bhaga, some Brahmana mantras might be there and some mantra portion might have come. So its Viniyoga should happen with those mantras which are given in the same portion in the proximity, that's Sannidhi. Iti kramat upamshu yaga anumantrane asya Viniyoga. Second number tippani is only giving pathantara instead of dabdirasi, dabdir nama asi. So here, in this case, sannidhi is taken as pramanam, not shruti or linga. Next one is samakhya. So what is samakhya? Yoga balam samakhya. Means yogika shabda. How example is given? Yatha hautram, hautgatram, ityadi yoga balena. होत्रादि समाख्यानि कर्माणि होत्रादिभिः अनुष्ठेयानि. होत्रादि समाख्यानि कर्माणि. So those karmas which are given where yogika shabda is there. That yogika shabda, hautra karma will be associated with hota. Udgatra karma will be associated with udgata. This is on the strength of the yoga vritti, not rudi, yoga. So yoga balam samakhya. Yatha hautram, audgatram ityadi yoga balena hautradi samakhyani karmani hautradi bhi anushtiyani. So where it is said hautra karma, who has to do? Who has to do?
Audgatra.
Hautra karma, who has to do? What did you say?
Audgatra.
Hautra karma hota will do. Why udgata? Audgatra karma who will do?
Audgata.
Audgata nahi, udgata. If vriddhi is there. Udgata will do audgatra karma. This is the yoga balam. Up to this is that prakran. So why this Mimamsa prakran suddenly came here? Vedanta Paribhasha says our definition of Akanksha is acceptable to Mimamsaka also. Okay. Now he says Prakrite Shruti Vakya Virodhe Vakya Daurbalya Udaharanam Tapte Payasi Dadhya Dadhi Anayati Sa Vaishwadevya Amiksha Vajibhyo Vajinam Iti. Now this is the mantra from the Veda, where there is Shruti Vakya Virodha. So first you leave the Virodha part, first you understand what is the Vakya. Tapte Payasi Dadhi Anayati. In hot milk, curd is put. Dadhi Anayati. What will happen to milk? Can you all hear me or not?
Yes, Swamiji.
Become curd.
Curd.
It will split.
It will spoil.
So that is, it will split in two. One part is some thick part, another is water part. So tapte payasi dadhi anayati. Sa Vaishwadevi amiksha. Vajibhyo vajinam. So the thicker part there is called amiksha. And the water part is called vajina. Now, the mantra says, Vaishwadevya miksha vajibhyo vajinam. Vaishwadevi amiksha. So now, in that there is, he says there is Shruti Vakya Virodha. What is Shruti Vakya Virodha? Virodha between Shruti and Vakya. Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Prakrana, Sthana, Samakhya. So between Shruti and Vakya, if there is Virodha. Shruti Vakya Virodhe, Vakya Daurbalya Udaharanam. Vakya Daurbalyam is the Udaharanam. Vakya is weaker. How? So, Vaishwadevi is what? See further if you read. Tatra. Vajinasya kim Vishwadeva angatvam किंवा वाजी संज्ञक देवता अंगत्वम इति संशये. About Amiksha, it is very clear it is for Vaishwadevi. Vaishwadevi Amiksha. So Vaishwadevi, we will see when Siddhanta Paksha comes. Vishwadeva is Devata. That which is of this Devata is Vaishwadevi. Vaishwadevi Amiksha. But what about this Vajinam? Vajinam, Vajibhyaha. So this Vajibhyaha Vajinam, tatra Vajinasya kim Vishwadeva Angatvam. Vajina vastu, that water part is called Vajina. So this Vajina is Dravya. If Vajina is Dravya, I will have Akanksha for Devata. If Dravya is mentioned, Devata Akanksha will be there. If Devata is mentioned, Dravya Akanksha will be there. Which Dravya I have to offer to this Devata? So now here Vajinam is Dravya. So now Akanksha is Vajinasya kim Vishwadeva Angatvam kimva Vaji Sanyaka Devata Angatvam. Does the Vajina belong to Vishwadeva alone? Amiksha also belongs to Vishwadeva. Vajina also belongs to Vishwadeva. Is it Anga of Vishwadeva? Or Vaji Sanyaka Devata? Some Devata is there whose name is Vaji. Vaji Sanyaka Devata Angatvam. Iti Samshaye. This is the Samshaya. Vajam Annam Amiksha. Tad esham asti iti vyutpattya Vajipadasya Vishwadeva Paratvat. Vajam Annam. This is the vyutpatti. Vajam means Annam. Amiksha is Tad esham asti iti vyutpattya Vajipadasya Vishwadeva Paratvat. Purvapakshi says. Vajam is Annam. Amiksha is already belonging to Vishwadeva. Vajipada is also for Vishwadeva. Vishwadeva Paratvat. Vajibhyo Vajinam. How do we understand this Vakya? He says, Purvapakshi, Vajibhyo Vajinam iti Vakyat Vajinasya Vishwadeva Devata Angatvam Avagamyate. Vajinasya Vajibhyo Vajinam. So Vajina is for Vaji. Who is the Vaji? He says Vajam is Annam. So Vaji will be the one for whom Annam is there. Amiksha is the Annam for Vishwadeva. So now his new name for Vishwadeva is Vaji. Vajibhyo Vajinam. So Vajinam, Annam, the one for whom is there, that Vaji Vishwadeva. Vajinam is also for Vishwadeva. So Purvapakshi says this Akanksha was there. Vajinam is for whom? Vajinam is for Vaji. Who is Vaji? Vajin Pratipadika. Vajin is who? Vishwadeva. Because Vishwadeva now has Amiksha as his Annam. So he Annam Asya Asti iti Vajin. Understood?
Yes, Swami.
Swamiji.
So iti Vakyat Vajinasya Vishwadeva Devata Angatvam Avagamyate. Vajina is Vishwadeva Devata Angatva. Nacha Amikshaya Vajina Badaha. But by Amiksha, Vajina Bada is not there. Somebody will say, Vishwadeva already got Amiksha. Why you have to give Vajinam also for Vishwadeva? By giving Amiksha, now Vajina should not be given to Vishwadeva. So there is Bada. He said, no, Nacha Amikshaya Vajina Bada. Kintu Taya Saha Vikalpaha Samuchayo Va. Amikshaya Saha Vikalpa Samuchaya. Vikalpa means sometimes you offer Amiksha. Sometimes you offer Vajina. Sometimes you do Samuchaya. Sometimes you offer both. This is Nyaya, Vikalpa Samuchaya. Sometimes you give one, sometimes you give other, sometimes you give both together. Iti prapte siddhantaha. So this is Purvapaksha is over. Purvapakshi says Vajinam belongs to Vishwadeva. Siddhanti said na. Tavad Vajinasya Vishvedeva Angatvam. Vajinam is not Anga of Vishwadeva. Vishvedeva. Vishvedeva Angatvam. Why? Vaishwadevi iti tadhita shrutya. So Vaishwadevi tadhita shruti there. Vaishwadevi Amiksha. What is Vaishwadevi? So in that mantra when it is given, Vaishwadevi Amiksha, Vajibhyo Vajinam. That Vaishwadevi, there is a sutra, Sa Asya Devata. Tadhita Sa Asya Devata 4-24. What it says? For example, if you say Indra Asya Devata, then it will become Aindra. Aindram Dadhi, Aindram Payaha, Aindram Vahanam. Brahaspatihi Asya Devata. So it will become Parhaspatya, Anpratyaya. So Sa Asya Devata. By that sutra, Vaishwadevi iti tadhita shrutya Amikshaya tesham sambandhasya auchitya. Amiksha sambandha is with Vishwadeva because Vaishwadevi Amiksha is given. So Vaishwadevi is Amiksha belongs to Vishwadeva. That much is done. Sambandhasya auchitya asyaha iti sarvanamarthe, because sa asya devata is there. So sa asya, that asya iti sarvanamarthe tadhitasya smritatvat. That tadhita pratyaya goes to make Vishwadeva as Vaishwadevi. Sarvanamarthe tadhitasya smritatvat. Sarvanamnascha sannihita visheshya samarpakatvat. So sannihita visheshya is this amiksha. Amikshaya shrutattvena. Amikshaya is in the proximity of that. So amiksha is that which belongs to this devata. Who is the devata? Vishvedeva. Vishvedevasya asya ayam or iyam. Vishvedevasya iyam amiksha. This amiksha belongs to Vishvedeva. So one akanksha for amiksha, which is the dravya, to whom that dravya belongs, that devata I already found. One akanksha is over. Now another akanksha is remaining. To whom does this Vajinam belong. And therefore, Siddhanti says, since Vishwadeva Akanksha is over, you don't have to bring Vishwadeva again. That Devata Dravya pair is done. Now you have Dravya, you need to find another Devata. Evam cha na vikalpa samuchayau kalpyau. Vikalpa samuchaya kalpana you should not do. विश्वदेव संबंधवती आमिक्षया वाजिन आकांक्षा अभावात् इति. विश्वदेव संबंधी आमिक्षया वाजिन आकांक्षा is not there. वाजिन आकांक्षा fulfillment will not happen through विश्वदेव संबंधी आमिक्षा. आमिक्षया संबंध has happened with विश्वदेव. The Purvapakshi again comes. Nanu bhavad abhimatasya akanksha lakshanasya vajine api sattvat. Akanksha can be there, your lakshana. What is the lakshana of akanksha?
परस्पर जिज्ञासाविषयत्वयोग्यत्वम्.
Paraspara jignasa vishayatva yogyatva. So Paraspara here is between Devata and Dravya. Between Devata and Dravya, Paraspara jignasa vishayatva yogyatva is there in Vishwadeva also. Just as you are thinking of this Dravya having some another Devata, jignasa vishayatva yogyatvam is there for Vishwadeva also. He also can have that Dravya. Why not? So your abhimata akanksha lakshanasya vajine api sattvat. Vajin also can belong to Vishwadeva only. Katham ukta tan nairakanksya vyavaharo bhavad ukta akanksha sambhavat iti ashayena shankate. Then why there is nirakanksha when it comes to Vishwadeva? Vishwadeva's akanksha means for Vishwadeva, which dravya I have to use. So you say Vajina dravya there, that akanksha is over. By that, Tadhita Shruti, Vyakarana Niyama you gave, it is over. So now there is no akanksha. Purvapakshi says akanksha still can be there for Vajinam also. Why Nairakanksha Vyavahara? Why? Because Bhavad Ukta Akanksha Sambhavat. That Akanksha Lakshana is possible there. Iti Shankate. Now, you see that previous Moolam, I hope I have completed it on 109. We read it probably. So, but now if you read, you will have better idea. एतादृश आकांक्षा अभिप्रायेण एव बलाबलाधिकरणे सा वैश्वदेवी आमीक्षा वाजिभ्यो वाजिनम् इति अत्र वैश्वदेव यागस्य आमीक्षा अन्वितत्वेन न वाजिना आकांक्षा इत्यादि व्यवहारः. एतादृश आकांक्षा अभिप्रायेण एव means that akanksha that we defined in Vedanta Paribhasha, same is acceptable to Mimamsakas, and they have used in their Bala Adhikarana, using that for Vishwadeva Amiksha, Vaishwadevi Amiksha, and Vajibhya Vajina. So Vaishwadeva Yagasya Amiksha Anvaya has happened, Akanksha is not there anymore. So in Vaishwadeva Yaga, you don't put Vajinam. In Vaishwadeva Yaga, you only offer what? Amiksha. So then, further in the Moolam, on 111, Nanu tatrapi vajinasya jignasa avishayatvapi tad yogyatvam asti eva. There, in case of Vaishwadeva, Vajinasya jignasa is not there. Jignasa avishayatvam. But that akanksha yogyatvam is there. Yes. And therefore, pradeya dravyatvasya yaga nirupita jignasa vishayata avachedakatvam. Why? Because this vajinam is a dravyam. It is a pradeya dravyam, something which is to be offered. And yaga nirupita jignasa vishayata avachedakatvam is there in dravya. Avachedaka is dravyatva. Yaga nirupita. In yaga, I have to give some dravya. Yaga nirupita jignasa vishayata avachedakatvam is there in that pradeya dravya. Therefore, why can't I give this vajinam to Vishwadeva in that yaga also? Dravya has that dravyatvam. Vajina is a dravya. It has dravyatvam. Tika. Nanu iti tatrapi. Sa Vaishwadevi Amiksha ityada vapi. In Vaishwadevi Amiksha, in that jignasa is fulfilled. Then yaga nirupita jignasa vishayatva avachedakasya pradeya dravyatvasya sattva. Yaga nirupita jignasa vishayatva avachedakatva is there in dravyatva, in this vajinam. Sattva. Iti aha pradeya iti. Pradeya dravyatvasya tad avachedakatve janita अन्वय बोधाद अपि वाक्यात पुनः अन्वय बोध आपत्ते. प्रदेय द्रव्यत्वस्य तद अवच्छेदकत्वे जनित अन्वय बोधात. Yes, that dravya, vajina dravya will produce this akanksha, that this can go to this devata because avachedakatva is there. So janita अन्वय बोधाद अपि वाक्यात पुनः अन्वय बोध आपत्ते. Once again there will be this bodha apatti. What is that? This we'll have to see in the following session because it will be connected. Mukhya idea is this, that once that devata's dravya offering is done, that akanksha is over, for this dravya there is another devata, and that another devata will be called vaji. So vajibhyo vajinam. In this way. So for here, the vakya is what is pramanam. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritav Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.